You know what? I'm tired of playing Sonic all the time. I should really play something else. Ugh, get this thing away from me! Forget you saw that. Well, my mother always told me to eat more beans. Ah yes, Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. The epitome of game design. I mean, just look at it. What more do you need? I've had so many fond memories of this gem. It's probably the first puzzle game I've ever played. So what the hell is this game anyway? Well, in case you've been living under a rock, this is essentially a port of Puyo Puyo with a Sonic skin on top. I guess Sega thought Westerners would have an aneurysm wondering what the heck a Puyo is, and just said, screw it. Let's just use this fat man instead. In case you aren't cultured enough to know, Puyo is a puzzle game where you challenge your opponent by matching and chaining together these blobs called Puyo. The greater your combos, the greater damage you can inflict to your opponent by sending your garbage to their side, just like an annoying-ass neighbor. The founders of these games, Compile, originally felt that puzzle games at the time had weak characters, and figured, hey, let's just use characters from our game, Mado Monogatari. See that 5 times fast. Turning a dungeon crawler RPG into a puzzle game. Makes sense to me. Though I'm glad they did. They ended up creating a series that I adore to death. But despite its cutesy art style and presentation on the surface, this series can get really intense. Puyo didn't really garner much attention here in the West when it was first introduced, but has seen a resurgence ever since the release of Puyo Puyo Tetris. The colorful cast of characters and addictive gameplay mechanics truly shines in this series. I totally recommend it. It's fun for the whole family.
Give me what's inside you. He's resisting? I shall force myself upon him. I just want to examine him all over. Insert whatever you like. And he and I are definitely not sleeping together. The time has come for me to clear my reputation by assaulting this young girl!
And Satan's here too? Fun for the whole family. I guess I can see the reluctance of porting this series to the West during its early years, which is why we got such games as Kirby's Avalanche instead. Everybody loves this pink fluff ball, though why is Kirby such a dick here?
Hi, Kirby. Want a bomb sandwich? I'll breathe in your pathetic bombs and send them right back at you.
Kirby talking is cursed. I'm on to you, you little devil. Speaking of the devil, let's talk about Mean Bean Machine. Hey, Eggman has technically interacted with Satan before, in Sonic Runners. Guess he really is satanic. Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine takes place in the same universe as the TV show, Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. As evident by Robotnik's design, and appearances of various badniks from the first episode. Yeah, you know, those random nobodies that got folded by Sonic within seconds. Dragon Breath? Yeah, he's everyone's favorite. I mean, look at his tongue game. Dr. Robotnik has proceeded to kidnap the residents of Beanville, and is turning them into robotic slaves using his Mean Bean steaming machine to get rid of fun and music permanently. And it's up to you and Carbuncle, Has Been, to stop him and his robots from taking over Mobius. And may I just say, this game's presentation is amazing. The music is fantastic. Granted, most of them are remakes from the original Puyo Puyo game, but the soundtrack is truly a pleasure to listen to. And the animations and characterizations are beautiful. From the punny dialogue, unique battle tactics, to their ridiculous facial animations. Their expressions can change depending on whether you're winning, losing, or locked in a stalemate. Look at Patrick. Squeal. He literally isn't having any of this shit. Is this the Mean Bean Machine?
No! This is Patrick!
Frankly here, it looked like he climaxed after losing. Dynamite is giving me Stranger Danger vibes. And Scratch is no different. He's literally checking me out.
Nice cock.
There's even a Game Gear and Master System port of this game as well. It's generally the same exact game, with obvious downgrades to the graphics and soundtrack. Frankly, what did they do to you? Dynamite looks like he straight up wants to kill me. And Squeal... However, despite the amount of praise I give to this game's presentation, there's just one problem. I f***ing suck at Puyo. Sure, the first few levels are a cinch. It eases you in and helps you learn the game's mechanics, but man, the game can get so unforgiving later on. The AI is brutal, comboing their chains like crazy, and somehow recovering from a near-death situation. They are relentless, especially if you're someone who isn't that experienced in these types of games. Not to mention the speed of the game can get so fast, to the point where it feels almost uncontrollable. I just suck at planning ahead. Every time I think I got something going, the AI just screws me up and ruins any potential combos. I generally just go with the flow and just hope for the best. Oh yeah, I totally meant to do that. And screw Grounder. Somehow he was the opponent that I struggled with the most. In both versions. Not Robotnik, him. This guy. And I have no idea why. I guess he's just serious about his Puyo. But despite how frustrating scenarios like this can be, I just can't help but feel engaged through it all. There's just nothing like that feeling where you just achieve this insane combo and just obliterate your opponent. So that's what sexual pleasure feels like. Now I know how you feel, frankly. The Game Gear version is surprisingly much easier though. I'm not sure if that's because it feels slower, and I've gotten much more experience at the game, or I just got plain lucky. I somehow beat Robotnik on my first try. Yep, probably the latter. The game isn't very long, and there's not much to do after beating the scenario mode, but playing through this can be stress relieving, despite the frustrations I mentioned earlier. It's kind of like Tetris in a way, where you can just have endless fun if you're into these types of games. Which probably explains why these two games decide to cross over. And playing with a buddy can be exhilarating too. The music that plays during the multiplayer is so frickin' intense. They did not have to go this hard. It's too bad I don't have any friends to play with. I could only play with myself. Wait, what? But overall, even though this game is technically not a Sonic game, I feel like it has marked its significance into the franchise. It was even referenced in things such as Sonic Mania and the Sonic 2 movie for Pete's sake. That's gotta count for something. The game is just plain addicting, and it's definitely something that I'll continue playing from time and time again. Just wanted to give a little update. Sorry if uploads has been kinda slow lately. I've been busy with real life stuff, and took a little break and shifted my attention to something else. God, I love this game. And I promise, Balan is still coming soon. Ish. Just bear with me a little while longer. These things take time to complete. So hope you're looking forward to that. Because I'm certainly not. No amount of therapy in the world can help me recover from that game.